Record of Ragnarok was amazing. As you can tell by the title, I will be talking about why Record of Ragnarok is nothing like I've ever seen before in a manga, and why you, yes you, should pick up the manga right now and start reading it. But before we actually start this video, I would appreciate it if you left a like on this video and subscribe, because I'm going to be covering a lot more Record of Ragnarok content on this channel. If you can't already tell by just looking at my channel, I mainly just cover One Punch Man and Chainsaw Man content, but I will be including Record of Ragnarok as the third and final series I will be covering on a regular basis on this channel. But enough talking, let's just get into the damn video. First and foremost, Record of Ragnarok is a very fast-paced and high-intense manga, which means if you're someone that doesn't really enjoy fast-paced manga, then immediately the series will probably be quite hard to get into. But for me personally, I didn't really mind. The fact that it didn't take too long to get straight into the action was not a negative in my eyes in the slightest. If anything, I actually enjoyed that aspect of Record of Ragnarok. The whole premise of the series is a battle between humanity's strongest against the gods, whilst the fate of humanity hangs in the balance. Of course, if the humans win, humanity will not be completely annihilated, but if the gods win, humanity is wiped out. So there are 13 fights that will take place in this series, and so far we've only received 5 fights if I'm not mistaken, and those fights were Lubu versus Thor, Adam versus Zeus, Poseidon versus Kojiro, Jack the Ripper versus Heracles, and the most recent fight being Shiva versus Raiden, meaning we still have another 8 fights to look forward to, and the fights just keep getting better. And of course, my favorite fight being Adam versus Zeus, which I'm sure is pretty much a fan favorite fight, and I'm also sure that Adam is a fan favorite character. But as I was saying, these fights come at you very quick, and these fights will take possibly about 8 to 9 chapters max before moving to the next one. The thing that really makes me love the series, and this may be different to what possibly many others like about Record of Ragnarok, but what I love the most about it is the author's ability to flesh out and give us a good understanding of normally the humans that are fighting in the space of just a few chapters, which I honestly find so amazing due to the fact that even though we're going into flashbacks, the pace of the series seems to stay the same, never actually slowing down, which just makes me keep reading. I'll say this now, Record of Ragnarok is one of those manga that you literally cannot take your eyes off and stop reading once you start. Another thing I really want to talk about is the way Record of Ragnarok likes to portray these ancient mythological characters, because believe it or not, these characters in Record of Ragnarok are based off gods that are believed to be real and humans that were believed to be real as well. But to be honest, I can't really call any of these human participants human, because all of them, whether it comes to brute strength like Lubu or Raiden, or more technical or strategical characters like Jack the Ripper or Kojiro, or even when it comes to just a straight up beast like Adam, all these quote unquote humans in a certain aspect are godlike. But as I was saying, the way the characters are portrayed are very different to how they were told in myths and tales. An example being Poseidon. He is portrayed as just a straight up prick and someone who was kind of cool at times and was really menacing. However, in the myths, Poseidon was said to be wise and, not a straight up fucking dickhead. So that aspect of Record of Ragnarok was also quite interesting in the way the author put a little spin on the characters and their presentation and portrayal. Now let's talk about the art style of Record of Ragnarok. So the art by no means is bad, but of course it's not completely out of this world like Vagabond. However, there are multiple times in the manga that the panels looked absolutely amazing. For example, the panel when Lubu literally split the sky in 2. Of course, I'm not sure if I can show the panels or something, or else some fake manga company will strike my video. Another panel that was really good was when Adam and Zeus were going in for a massive punch, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, and when you obviously read it, you'll get what I mean. And that panel was actually amazing. The plethora of line techniques bunched together to create a great visual effect, which to be honest, I couldn't ask for any more. The art is good, and if anything, just the art alone is good enough for me to just get into the series without knowing the premise beforehand. I hear a lot of people dropping certain manga and harshly criticizing them just for having average or, not exactly freaking amazing art like Vagabond, which obviously is completely unfair and honestly really fucking stupid, because although Record of Ragnarok doesn't necessarily suffer from that kind of criticism, I still find it wrong to completely judge a manga just from its art style. For example, look at Hunter x Hunter. It's a manga that has a pretty subpar art style, but it's still widely considered as a masterpiece. But time for the question of the video. Should you give Record of Ragnarok a read? Yes, definitely. At the moment, it's only on chapter 41, meaning you can probably catch up instantly, and is a very fast-paced and high-action manga that at the moment is blowing up, and rightfully so. An anime has also been announced for the series, and a lot of other YouTubers have made videos on it, and I'll most likely find a way to make a video on it with, a little spin on it too. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe with notifications turned on and set to all. And apart from that, I will see you in my next video.